Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik again, and this is the game Won the Pacific Admits Edition. This is my play-by-evening match against Xargun. He is allied player, and for me it is the Empire of Japan. This is scenario 1 on game version 26B. We arrived at the 19th January 1942, and maybe today I will achieve a great victory with my Japanese troops in Malaya, Singapore. But first I take a undefended base in Source, Philippines. I'm still waiting for stronger reaction from Xargun and his allied forces. So far it was only small scale engagement. And my submarine here at Vancouver is able again to sink a ship. This time this yacht patrol short-range convoy escort vessels. Yesterday I sunk a long-range convoy escort ship. None of them have any real value, but yeah, better than this. So I arrive at Nauru. I only send a I think a small Navy Guard unit here. There's only a base force. There will be small base force. Nauru Island is famous, not more today, but just 100 years ago, for the minerals you can find there. So, and also in the Second World War there was some, I think there was an attempt from the Japanese to take Nauru, but they never really did it at the end. They stopped their operations shortly before they arrived. So I sweep again my target, make sure there's no long-range cap waiting for me, and I can go in with my strike aircraft. Clear terrain, but not really high casualty numbers. This aircraft is now out of range of normal range or long range, so I must change this in the future. This will only consume my airframes. I better find other target for this kind of aircraft. Or I go back to training. I have enough other strike aircraft here in China. The problem is in China that I have really too many targets. But also most of the Chinese armies are now in rough terrain, so even 1000 strike aircraft would not really help me too much. So this is a defeated Xi'an Chinese army. I can still hurt them a little. But I would guess end of the month the good time in China is for Japan over, and then it gets much more static. Yeah. Morning had no surprise. I also don't locate any enemy surface fleet. Tja, maybe another day. So many air missions, but recon, Navy search. It is necessary to do this to have an overview and updated information where's enemy units and where they are moving, but no dying, no fire, no blood, and no fun. So I arrive also in Davao. It's yeah, I try to finish maybe with a little luck the operation in the Philippines, also in Mindanao, end of the month, latest in the first week of February. So that maybe the February campaign I can go for Dutch East Indies. This was a Chinese unit was defeat. No, I don't know. I think yeah, I defeated this unit before, but now they fight again with my division. No chance, all destroyed. Not more much left. Did this bombardment. Here, after I think 4 days or 5 days of successful bombardments, I tried to storm again the hill, but the problem is more or less that the Chinese are too well digged in. Again, nothing is really dying on my side, but we have both disabled units. They are status quo. And this is now the third or fourth battle of Singapore. In my game, Xargun is calling all back to Singapore and make Fortress Singapore. In Jochen games, it's Fortress Palmbang. So I have here to still fight with this strong British presence, but I think this is now really the turning point because I'm 1-1. I can destroy the fort. We are down to level 4-1. I have again nearly nothing destroyed, but a lot of disabled, and the British are losing more and more equipment. So one, maximum 2 more battles. And normally I don't must destroy them, I need only this morale victory. And the British forces, I mean, these are not really British forces. I think most of this is Malaya and some support stuff. So, and yeah, I don't know if the morale for the Malayan forces are so high to fight for the British. Kukong. Again, this is successful bombardments. And here I only try to bind enemy forces. Buna, these are the Moresby leftover units. They're retreating. They're not dead today, but less left. Eyo, or Eoa, or Aya. And this is this Nauru base force. Easy picking. No fighting unit, really only some port support unit. This is all empty. Also nothing to fight. So I can take the bases, and then I must move up the mountain at Mindanao and let the Filipinos know that they have no way to retreat, and then they automatically give up. That is what I expect after this campaign in Luzon. And there's also no war hero MacArthur to rally his troops and give a big speech. I don't know if he did anything else, only talking a lot and not really organizing anything. Good. So the day was not so active, so I have only 1 flag losses. I think over Singapore, most of the time it's Singapore, so the pilot also dead. I think 80 to 90% of flag losses are also killed pilot. At least on the Japanese side without armor. Ship sunk. I lost 1 airframe. Kill 1 of this yacht patrol. Short range, slow. This is more or less like the Japanese sub-chaser assistance. You have this kind, CAA for assistant, or so this is very similar type of ship. Slow, short range. They have a lot of anti-submarine number is high, but that is all shallow water. So they are really only useful in port hexes or in shallow hexes. But I normally use them often for port anti-submarine equipment vessels. I think this is the best use. So in China we had no real battle. They tried to kick here the Chinese. I thought they are weak enough, but they're holding one more turn. My bombardment was here. Oh no, here was a fight. This is a now really defeated Chinese unit. The bombardment was here, but no real change. Burma. I try to catch the British. The British are running. The main force is here crossing to the mountains, and I think I will not be fast enough. I try to bring here some Thai forces. They just arrived, so they start now the move. I have the road, but I must move here up and then cross. And I think the British will be fast in this hex than I am with my Thai forces here. So I must maybe try something else. Or I let the British simply run. Singapore looks that I will soon achieve the victory. Again, my divisions are more or less intact. There's nothing really dying. I have a 324. So there's one squad destroyed. Here is nothing destroyed. So the main forces, the two divisions, they carrying more or less attack, are still fine. And also the support regiments, they're all fine. There's nothing really destroyed. A little support, the little tanks going down, or one or two MG troopers. But this is all fine. I think most of my equipment is dead or dying. Was before is this Thai units, and I would not care less. Yeah, Philippines looks fine. I'm waiting that I finish this Mindanao. I must sweep the mines tomorrow. My troops are back in well, these troops will all arrive tomorrow or the day after tomorrow in Manila. Then I will maybe rest for 1 week. So in February I can maybe departure for the next goals, Dutch East Indies. Finish this operation in February. Then I have still March to look more far away. Solomon Sea or Bismarck Sea, there's also not more much to catch here. In New Caledonian, Fiji, Suva, I will let my units rest one more day. Maybe then I can attack again. But nothing else happened here. And my submarines are in position, looking, waiting. And my carriers are waiting for fuel, because I really need fuel. And yeah, the hero, or I don't know, is a very successful submarine here. Not really in tonnage killing, but in 2 enemy escort ships still here in position, waiting for something coming out. Yeah, maybe there's more soon. Good, see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.